Coming down from a caffeine high at the DJC Collectibles studio, I'm Midwest professional wrestling legend Gage Octane. And now, here's a guy who is probably about 3 monsters deep, Kyle Peterson.
What is happening, everybody? Kyle here, back again for episode number 40 of the Kyle Peterson Show. And today, we got the usual co-host here. We got the extra buxom Angie celebrating the new year. Angie, say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe not as buxom as prior episodes, but enough. You know, giving a little bit of a show here today. I like your necklace. It's beautiful. Where did you get it from?
You gave it to me.
Oh, I gave it to you last week on the Kyle Peterson Show, episode 39, for those keeping track at home. You didn't want to show off the beautiful pearl necklace I gave you earlier.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, it was a beautiful one. I gave her a nice pearl necklace. One I made it myself.
Got a little in my eye.
It lit up, exactly. So there it is. Episode 40, Angie. Can you believe it? Does it feel like 40 episodes?
I don't know.
Don't know?
I can't tell. It's one of those things. It's either we've been doing it forever or not.
That's deep.
I can't decide.
That's deep. Most would give a yes or no question. Angie said, no, I'm going to...
It actually kind of does feel like we've been doing it for a long time.
40 episodes. 40
that's
weeks
almost a year.
Yeah, we've never missed an episode here, and we're going to reevaluate our lives come episode 100. Is that where we call it good? And what will we do in the final episode, Angie?
What can we even talk about?
I don't know. You never know. We could be out of stories.
I'm out of stories now.
Angie's out of stories, and she's told one in 40 episodes, but we'll see where that goes. But we would have to make it extra special for episode 100 either way. We definitely got to do a giveaway. Angie, we got to think of something. So that's going to be your job here in the next 60 episodes. You got to think about episode 100. But here we are, episode number 40, as we close out 2025. Basically, this drops, I think, almost New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, maybe? I think so. I don't know. It's hard to figure that out. But we're actually filming this on Christmas Day, Angie. There's nothing better to do with our time than film this on Christmas Day. But the presents have all been opened up. Angie's got a fabulous roast in for dinner tonight, so we're awaiting that. And I already filmed a couple of videos this morning, just kind of low-key. I did some work emails for like 2 hours. It's just a beautiful time. We opened up a K-pop Christmas around here.
It was a very K-pop Christmas.
I don't know, any other Christmas memories this year for you? Any more shenanigans? Anything you want to chime in on?
I packed for my trip.
Well, we're going to get to that trip here in a second here. But
I love how everything I say always ruins your...
Gets into the notes in a little bit, but it's called foreshadowing, I guess. But Angie, nothing else on Christmas? No surprises? Nothing good? That pearl necklace wasn't good enough?
Mm-mm.
No, it wasn't good enough for her.
I did a lot of cooking today. Which I don't usually do. I made some cinnamon rolls, some eggs, bacon.
Bacon, eggs, cinnamon rolls.
We had chili for lunch.
Some chili. Yes.
We're having a roast for dinner.
Roast for dinner. We're just living the dream. And I got a new Whalen sweatshirt on, ready to go for the holidays. Did you get anything good for Christmas this year?
You got me a perfume.
I got her a perfume and a necklace and some socks. We saw that last week. And then I have another present for her. But of course, the usual mailman just can't get here. They just can't get here.
We got some wild deliveries that we ordered like a month ago, and they're still not here.
Yeah, it's a bad delivery this time of year. I get it. They're overloaded. I understand all
There's
that.
There's got to be something else going on. Some flooding, some fires.
There's probably a lack of employees or a lack of work is probably what it was. And I think we talked the story a little bit on weekly purchases last week, Angie. I didn't tell the whole story, but I'll tell it right now. Why not? But of course, it had flashbacks back to my childhood chasing down Strikeforce. We've told that story on this very podcast. But I was awaiting my ringside collectible delivery, of course, of Elite 123 for those keeping track at home, Angie. Mm-hmm. Demolition. I was very excited to get Demolition. Check them up on my YouTube channel. I got the unboxings there already. But it was supposed to be there on like a Thursday, and then it got delayed, and then it said Friday, and then it said Saturday. Well, I saw the FedEx guy out front of the house, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm wearing, biker shorts or what are they called? Gym shorts. Basketball shorts, whatever. I'm wearing that. I'm wearing a t-shirt. And I got socks on. Not the usual, like, crew cut socks, that's what they're called. Short socks. But I'm wearing my long socks that you'd wear with, like, jeans or something like that. Whatever. So I'm wearing the long socks. And I couldn't find shoes anywhere, so I grabbed Emma's Crocs. So I looked real crazy with those didn't fit. But I ran out down the street trying to get this guy. Like, where's my package? What's going on? And I had flashbacks to being, like, 7-year-olds. Is Strikeforce on this truck for me? And he was almost done with his deliveries. And there was, like, 12 packages. So I just... happened to just jump up on the back end, and I looked, and I said, it's not here. And he's like, well, he's looking around. And I'm like, It's not here. I said, it's not your fault. I'm not taking it out on you, but it was supposed to be here today, and it wasn't. And it didn't show up till Tuesday, so it took a long time. I don't know what's going on with these deliveries. So very frustrating times. But you know what they say, Angie? All good things come to those that wait. Is that how it goes?
How's your Sentinel coming?
Oh, Sentinel. That's a good update, too. So I don't even know where we told that story. I think I told that in the unboxing of the Sentinel figure. I got the huge box, which had enough room for 2 Sentinels in there. Opened that box up, and guess what? There's only 1 Sentinel in the entire box. I'm like, what is going on? So immediately I'm like, did I only order 1? So I went to Hasbro Pulse, went to my orders, went through that whole thing. Yes, I ordered 2. Yes, they both shipped together in the same tracking number. Lo and behold, no Sentinel. So I immediately took a picture of the shipping receipt, fired it off to Hasbro Pulse, and a guy by the name of Mark over there, I don't know.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to Mark, I guess. He answered me within like 15 minutes, which was awesome. So I'm like, all right, we're getting somewhere. And he's like, well, could you take pictures of the shipper box, the box that came in? So I took him all the pictures he wanted, and he said, well, we're going to be working on this. And then he sent me a second email like right after that. Thank you very much for sending this to our attention. We'll be in touch. Well, this was a week ago as we're filming this, maybe. I don't know. Almost a week ago. I guess tomorrow will be a week. And he just said, or no, it was exactly a week ago. Not that it really matters, but I haven't heard anything since. So this morning, Christmas Day, yesterday, Christmas Eve, I fired off, as we're filming this, of course, I fired off another email, said, hey, just looking for an update on this Sentinel. I should have put in there, hey, it's my kid's present. Can I get this soon? I didn't put any of that in there, but there was nothing. I haven't got anything back. Obviously, probably not working Christmas Eve or whatever, but I hope I get this Sentinel because it should show the weight and the tracking and all that, and it comes down to, like, do they believe my word, I guess, which, obviously, I ordered 2 of them. Come on, what are we doing? So, very disappointing with this one here. Of course, especially since you're waiting a year for this to finally come. Where's my second Sentinel, Angie? You never have to wait a year for things to come, that's for sure.
No.
Never. Angie never does, that's for sure. Right away, right away. Immediate, some may say. But Angie is packing for a trip. Angie, where are you going?
Arkansas.
She's going by boat, too. Is that true?
By plane.
Taking the river down to Arkansas, but she's going to go be an Arkansasian.
Arkansasian?
I don't know what it is. But look for Angie out there if you're local to, like, the Bella Vista, Bentonville, Little Rock, what other towns? Fayetteville. If you're in any of those areas, maybe you'll see Angie perusing.
Is Little Rock close? I've always wanted to go there.
I have no idea. I don't know my Arkansas very well. I've only been to Arkansas one time for a meeting at the Walmart headquarters, and I went to Walmart number 1. I hit the town. I actually had dinner with your parents down there when I was down there. It was a lot of fun down in Arkansas, living the sweet life.
Remember when you got offered a job there?
I got offered a job a few times down there. And maybe one day we'll see what ends up happening there. But Arkansas, kind of just like everywhere else. But Angie, enjoy your trip down there. We'll miss you next week. It sounds like you're not going to be there for weekly purchases next week for the question of the week. So I don't know if we'll find a fill-in. I don't know what we'll end up doing.
Just have the kids do it. Be cute.
Good. Maybe get one of the kids. I don't know. I guess you're right. We'll see what happens there. But Angie won't be around. She'll be perusing around Arkansas.
I'm getting a new sugar daddy down there.
Gallivanting. There's probably a few of them around down there.
So many.
You'll be gone, and I'll be at the shoe show while you're gone.
It's like a retirement community.
That's true. That's true. But I'll be at the shoe show all week long, so I can't wait to go see that. I'll fill you in how that goes.
I don't even know what that is.
I'll take you to the shoe show one of these days here. But
I love shoes.
You do. Maybe we'll get you up at the shoe show once again. We'll see what happens there. Angie's a lot of fun at the shoe show. Let me tell you. But Angie, last thing before we get into it, and this is the New Year's Eve special or New Year's special, whatever you want to call it, as this is the end of 2025. So hopefully everybody had a good holiday. Hopefully everybody celebrates the end of the year. Angie, you're actually coming back on the 31st, I think. So we'll celebrate New Year's down on the couch is probably what happens. And Angie says, well, it's about 7:30. Better turn in. About time. Better turn in. Maybe not.
At least I'm off on that Thursday.
You're off, so maybe you can.
Maybe I won't.
I don't remember the last time you stayed up till midnight ever, let alone New Year's Eve.
I know.
You said, I got to get up at 4 a.m. to look at my phone. That's what
But I'm going to be staying up later on this trip because I'm going to have to. I have to. Like, I won't even be back to my bed till like 9 or 10.
So we're going to see what happens there. I guess Angie can fill us all in. We'll do a segment next week about Angie's Arkansas adventure. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, when that happens, you don't want to see. Well, most people would want to see what happens when that happens, but it's quite the time, Angie. But here we are. It's time for a little New Year's resolutions. You got any resolutions as we kick off? You know, most people drop their New Year's resolution after like 3 weeks at the most. It's a game. If you're ever wanting to do something, you're wanting to go to the gym or whatever, you just got to power through. If you can get through that first month, most likely you'll stick to it. But it's funny, in the grocery industry, which I'm very familiar with, and Angie, you've dabbled in a time or two, the first 2 weeks are powerful. A lot of people buying the healthy stuff, the healthy breads, the health-conscious chips, you know, cutting out the sweets. One of the worst times of the year to ever sell some like candies and things like that. But Angie, week number 3 is when business picks up and people buy more than ever that third week. So there's a lot of people that try the diet season for 2 weeks. They drop out the third week. It's all bets off. And you'll see that if you see your ad programming from your grocery stores and stuff. You see the first couple of weeks, very high on the health stuff. Week 3, we're going to kick them in real hard. You'll start seeing Valentine's stuff coming to the stores. It'll be a wild time.
Already is.
Already is. I guess
those Christmas cakes are already down, and it's already Valentine's.
It's ready for Valentine's, so get ready about what you're going to give me. You usually give me quite the shoe show for the Valentine's, so can't wait to see what that entails this year. But Angie, do you have any New Year's resolutions this year?
Oh, gosh. I always just pick like something random. Like this year, it was to start flossing my teeth every day, and I did it. Created a new habit. So next year, I want to cut back my time on Instagram, like to an hour.
Oh, an hour a day.
Because I do way too much like entertainment, like entertaining myself on my phone, and I want to stop doing that. So I either need to like read more or stretch or work out more.
It's wild that you spend all this time on Instagram, and I've never seen you like one of my posts. It says all this time on there, and I didn't even like one of my posts.
I don't need you on my For You page. It's not my vibe.
It's funny you say that. The other day, I was on YouTube, and I don't really watch a ton of YouTube unless it's like terrible movie reviews. I like to watch that kind of stuff. But somehow the Girl Meets World theme song was in there. I said, oh, that's a banger. That's a banger. That's one of my favorite songs. Old Sabrina really belting it out. And I always give the girls a hard time. It's like, you know, I was a big Sabrina fan before you guys were. I was watching Girl Meets World when that was rolling out. But I listened to that. I'm like, yeah, this is my jam. And then now my Instagram is full of Sabrina Carpenter stuff, which there's worse things to be full of. But it's like, I don't
there's worse things to be full of.
I don't like this. This YouTube algorithm got me real good. But I would love it. I would really appreciate it if my family, even my kids, I'm like, could you at least heart a video, thumbs up of something, do something, and nobody will. Oh, we don't want to mess up our algorithm. Well, it's not so bad.
I hype you up.
I
give you all my hypes.
She gives me her 3 hypes for the week, and it's only the videos she's a part of. So
weekly
purchases and this one, and then a wild card, apparently. She goes, let me hype up that McFarlane video that got 100 views. I'll hype that one. Who knows?
I pick an underdog.
Unbelievable. But somebody hopefully out there is liking these videos. We'll see what ends up happening. We'll see where it goes. But Angie, New Year's resolution, so that is yours to dial back the Instagram. Mine's to go harder than ever. I'm going to do 8 videos a day is my plan. I'm going to go hard in the new year. No, I'm going to cut back in the new year. We'll see what happens. I don't know when. Maybe I'll die. Who knows? We'll see what the doctor says in February, I guess. But I am going to try to slowly work out again. And Angie, you can come with me and work out with me. I've had to take the last couple of years off. I destroyed my back, hurt my back, so I haven't been able to. I'm going to try to get back into it slow. Now, many, many years ago when I used to lift extremely heavy, I hurt my back. And I did do the DDP yoga to get back on track for about 6 months. Think that's where I'm going to try to start again. I'm going to start that. That's going to get me stretched out, get me limber. Then I'm going to start working the weights back in, try to get into old routines. But the days of lifting crazy heavy are over for me. I don't need to do the big time curls for the girls anymore. I just need to maintain and try to keep my back strong and everything else. So, and you know, they say you lose muscle mass every year you age or whatever. So we don't need that. We don't need that anymore. So we'll start doing that. I guess we'll see how that goes. And we'll see if we can make it past week 3. We'll see how that ends up turning out. But no other resolutions? Anything like be a better wife or anything like that? No, you're good enough?
I think I'm good enough.
You're good enough. You're good enough. Who knows? Who knows?
Spend less money. See, that all ties in because if I'm on Instagram, that's where I should get all my shopping. Yeah. I'm influenced.
Easily influenced.
Need it.
And Angie, actually, we got a new sponsor today. I'm not going to talk about it yet. We'll talk about it maybe next week. But they're sending us some samples. They want to sponsor the podcast. And it's something more up Angie's alley than it is mine here. So it'll be interesting to dive into that here in the next couple of weeks. So I'll let you know, and then I'll let everybody else know. Apparently, it'll be a nice little coupon offer along with it. So more to come on that, Angie. But we currently have, of course, the title sponsor of the Kyle Peterson Show. It is our friends over there at DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. And Angie, this episode is a little bit different. We got a couple of segments here, but we cut down some segments as we have our big question and answer at the very end of the video. And stay tuned, because if you did submit a question, you will be in the running for this AEW Jazzwares golf cart. We are giving this away in this very video, so stay tuned to that. And of course, if you're a Patreon member, we have the Will Ospreay Jazzwares figure. So you got just a little bit of time to join my Patreon. You get early access to this. You get all kinds of bonus stuff. You get Angie and I in our wing eating competition each week. There's plenty of stuff going over there to keep you busy and to support the channel. So if you want that Will Ospreay, you got to head over to Patreon. But somebody will win this golf cart here. And since we're giving things away, 'tis the season. Go to Instagram. You got to follow me on Instagram. Angie, maybe you could follow me. We are giving away the twist ties for 2025. Now, the giveaway is who can guess. Now, the case is included in the weight of this. So you got to make that. But I have a post on Instagram. Go there for all the rules. But this is 2025's twist ties all together here in this case. And whoever can guess the correct weight without going over will win a fabulous prize. And Angie, that prize is Batman Troika Edition. You familiar with the Troika Batman?
Mm-hmm.
So we got Batman right there. And you will win Batwing 2.0. And Angie, if you're lucky later, I'll show you my Batwings.
Oh, God.
So there you go. So that is a giveaway. Head over to Instagram for that. And we got a lot more giveaways. If you guys have been following my YouTube channel, hopefully you are. Hopefully you're following the podcast. Got a lot of stuff to give away over the next month. So we got some more podcast giveaways, YouTube giveaways, Instagram, X giveaways, Patreon giveaways. Stay tuned for all that. It's going to be very busy. And Angie's going to pay the shipping on all this stuff, is what I've heard. But like I said, this is a special episode. We're going to do the Q&A in a little bit. But before that, we need to do a very special deeper dive. All right, Angie, I might be out on the land, but I ain't no sheep, and we got another... I got another deeper dive here. We're doing a very special deeper dive this week, as we're diving into something 10 years gone, Angie, and he might be on my desk right here. 10 years ago this week, the mighty Lemmy passed away. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Once again, it feels like yesterday. It feels like 10 years ago. I was in my basement on the couch. I believe it was a Monday night, the night he passed away. And I started to see that on X, and my heart just sank. And honestly, we knew it was coming. We talked about it. We were on the motorboat cruise. Everybody loves a little motorboat, Angie. Mm-hmm. We were on that cruise, and I had a feeling this was the last time I was ever going to see Lemmy. It was about 2 months before he passed away. And right before the Motorhead cruise, he'd been down and out sick, had to cancel some shows. I actually went to his show in St. Louis with Saxon, drove that 7-hour drive. I said, I got to go see this. Could possibly be. He might not make the boat. I got to go see this show. And it was one of my favorite Motorhead performances ever. And I actually got a drumhead signed by the whole band at that show. So that was pretty special to me as well. But 10 years gone for Lemmy, and in a lot of ways, music's never been the same for me. I don't listen to music as much as I used to. I used to just around the clock be listening to stuff. And it was like the day the music died. Like a young Buddy Holly once upon a time, Angie. Oh, so very sad to lose your favorite musician artist. I always could count every year to get to see Motorhead maybe twice a year. It was always something to look forward to. And then you get a new album, you get a new live album. It was just a special thing. And it just gone but not forgotten. And I can't believe it's been 10 years. Just very, very sad, Angie. Any thoughts from you?
I'm so sad I can't even talk about it.
So sad, Angie is as well. But in a plot twist, Angie, this week, of course, Lemmy's birthday also was Christmas Eve, for those that didn't know. He was born on Christmas Eve. And then it's weird because they say a lot of people die very close to their birthday. It's almost like the starting and ending of a book or something like that. So it's very interesting how Lemmy went so close to his birthday. But it was very nice. of the Motorhead team. And there's definitely different camps in the Motorhead fan base that doesn't like the Motorhead camp now because they feel like they're constantly trying to profit on the Motorhead name, trying to make money on every little thing. And you always see the post saying, well, Lemmy would have never approved of this. Lemmy would have never did this. Like, you see some high expensive, like, fashion designer wear shirts. You see stuff like that. You see all these different wines and whiskeys that have the Motorhead emblem on it. They're trying to capitalize on the name. And it is a business at the end of the day. I don't think Lemmy be that deep into it. But I do feel like Lemmy would have wanted the music out there. But a lot of people are like, he would have released it if he wanted it out there. Well, you can only release so much. And when Lemmy was alive, he was putting new stuff out. So you don't need a bunch of classic stuff to compete with the new stuff. So I'm a big fan of them going into the archives and pulling out the Lemmy stuff, the live concerts and things like that. I'm a big fan of that. And on Lemmy's birthday this year, they came out with the newest edition of the Lost Tapes Volume 7 from Lemmy's 50th birthday party once upon a time. When Lemmy turned 50. Now, he would have been 80 years old this week, which is crazy to think. And I don't know if Lemmy could have made it to 80, but 50th birthday party, which was an all-timer. Some amazing songs on that one. And for a lot of people, they remember that 50th anniversary party of Lemmy to be the night Metallica surprised everybody as the Lemmys, a cover band that opened up for Motorhead. And they all dressed in Lemmy wigs and performed some Motorhead stuff and Metallica. So a lot of fun. Obviously, a lot of the heavy metal icons love Motorhead, and Lemmy being a heavy metal icon in his own right, of course. But a fun show, and it was released on CD way back in like 95, 96, I don't know. It was called The Birthday Party. I've had that in my collection, but I guess it's re-released now, cleaned up a little bit. It's wherever you can stream music, you can listen to it. I'm waiting for the Lost Tapes box set to come. They did one from like 1 through 5. I'm hoping they do 6 through 10, just as you are, Angie. So anyways, I wanted to give Lemmy his flowers here on the 10-year anniversary. I just cannot believe it's been 10 years at all, but we got some new Motorhead music right here. That's always nice. We got Lemmy here. He lives right in here, Angie. So wherever my heart is. Wherever my heart, it's way down low. Where's yours? Right here. Let me see if I can feel
Isn't it like this because you cross your...
I don't know. You can't feel it. Your heart's not beating, so I think you're dead. You might have to check that later. But there it is. That's a little bit of a deeper dive. Album of the week, figure of the week, all wrapped in one as we celebrate the late, great Lemmy. 10-year anniversary of his passing. But now, Angie, it's time for Angie to shine. It's time to try new foods because they might taste good.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. We gotta try new food because they might taste good.
All right, Angie, it's time to try new foods because it might taste good. And if you're like Angie and me, you've had a lot of... What's the fun about that?
I don't know where you were going with that.
Angie, a little jumpy here today.
Yeah, I'm so tired.
Little jumpy. But if you're like Angie and us, or Angie and I, you've probably tried a lot of treats. You've probably had a lot of cookies and things. Mm-hmm. 'Tis the season, 'tis the holiday, and we're going to try one more before the year is up if Angie can make her way through this. Here, Angie, it's time to try new foods because it might taste good. What did you find this week out in the old retail world?
More Nabisco Oreos.
More Oreos.
Little cookie dough action. On a golden Oreo. Cookie
dough on a golden Oreo. So I'm trying to think back. I feel like there was cookie dough Oreos in the past. I feel like I had them when I worked for the company 11, 12 years ago. But maybe they were on a chocolate cookie back then. I'm not sure.
A chocolate chip flavored cookie. Cookie dough flavored cream. So maybe it isn't going to taste golden. They switch.
We'll see. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the golden Oreo cookies. Are you?
No.
I can eat them, obviously. But I prefer the chocolate ones. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I like my Oreos plain Jane. Just kind of like how I like a lot of things. There's some things I'm very adventurous in, as you can imagine. And there's some things I like just the plain Jane stuff. And the plain Jane Oreos just always get the job done for me. I don't need any of that double stuff. Now, Angie likes the double stuff, sometimes the triple stuff. You like the mega stuff, the triple stuff. But usually you stick to the double stuff, I think.
No, I'm a regular.
You're a regular?
I don't like all that. I don't like all that cream.
You love all the extra cream. I know that for sure. But Angie, we're gonna dive into this. We're gonna give it a try. These just hit stores this week?
Yep.
All right, well, we're in for it.
Brand new.
Limited edition. They look cookie.
So they're speckled in the cookie and the cream.
Yep, we got the speckles on
Double
there.
speckle.
What do we got for calories? Any guesses?
Double speckle.
2 cookies is 140 calories. That seems par for the course.
They always got that down to it. But I love the limited ones because you can like squish them and really...
Yeah.
You can really squish them.
Limited is limited, where a lot of times the regular everyday Oreo. Always trying to stuff that.
Just lick that brim.
Always there. Lick it clean as usual. The regular Oreos they make in such capacity and they get out. There's long code dates. With the limited stuff, it's truly a limited window. They turn on the ovens, whatever you want to call them, at the factory. Mm-hmm. They make them. Okay, these 2 weeks we're making all the cookie dough, and that's what they do. So interesting to note. And I got some cookie on my finger.
Get some cream.
Oh, you go lick that off. There we go. How was it?
Good.
Good. All right. We're chewing.
I don't know what they taste like. I don't know how bad, but they're just like...
It feels like the cookie's a little harder than normal. I don't know.
Because the inside's so soft, it like throws you off the...
I mean, I taste a little cookie dough. It's kind of like if you had raw cookie dough. It does have a little hint of that. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I just feel like I'm eating a golden Oreo. Like it doesn't seem that crazy, like special.
It's got that hint of cookie dough.
Yeah. I'm going to try just a middle again.
Give it a big lick, Angie. Put that tongue to use.
It's like the cookie and the filling's too close together. So it like, the taste all runs together. I wonder if it'd be better with that filling on a regular Oreo.
This one's got me a little bit stumped.
I know.
I'm a little stumped on this one. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm gonna try
it's just not special is the problem. Like it doesn't... It's definitely not something you would like ever buy again or like crave.
No. It's really weird. It just tastes like a golden Oreo. I don't really taste a lot of chocolate chip.
What's the one they just came out with the yellow packaging? It was like a blueberry, the blueberry one. I was surprised they did such similar packaging.
I don't know. I'm really lost on this one. It's weird. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not necessarily in the middle, but I'm not sure which way. If you had to rank this out of 5, Angie, what are you going to do?
I'll probably just give it a 2.
I think I'm just going to give it a high 2. It's not disgusting. It's not like I'm going to spit it out.
It's just not special.
I mean, you never spit, so.
And did you say the Reese's Oreo is now coming out permanent?
I didn't say that.
We love that one.
Yeah, that was pretty
We
good.
just found out that one was permanent. They brought it back.
It'd be permanent. So I don't know. I guess we're both in the 2 game there. I'm more high 2. You're more just a regular old 2.
What's the difference?
It is what it is. Some people say, Angie, you're a 2 every day. Mm-hmm. I don't believe that, though. Do you think you're a 2 out of 10?
I always get a 7.
You're a 7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I'm a 10 for sure.
So it's like just above.
I think you're a 7. A strong 7?
That's what everybody tells me.
That's what people walk up to you and say, hey, you know you're a 7.
No, like, have you never had that conversation with people?
No.
Like, the kids always rate me, like, rate everybody, and they're like, yeah, you're a 7.
How does that come up?
You don't want to know what they thought you were.
Who?
You don't want to know what the kids thought you were.
10, obviously. Obviously. I don't even need to know. I know everybody thinks of me. Well, they all think I'm a 10. Some say I'm the perfect 10. I'm like a young Bo Derek once upon a time. You know Bo Derek? Mm-hmm. Something like that. You're a strong 7. Sarah plain and tall. Something like that. Something like that. Anyways, there's trying to foods because it might taste good. But now we go off the script here and we go into a new thing. We're going to give away this golf cart and we're going to get down to a special Q&A. All right, Angie, we got an extra large Q&A here. What's up? Angie just laughs at those random things. Okay, extra large. Do you think that's going somewhere else, the extra large? Is there something you want to mention, something you want to talk about? What's on your mind, Angie?
I don't know.
Who knows what she's up to here today? But Angie, we got a special Q&A as we close out 2025. And I said a couple episodes ago, send me your question, put it in the comments, email the KylePetersonShow@gmail.com. And we are going to give away the AEW Golf Cart 3-pack from Jazzware's Vault, an exclusive, a very fun-looking one here. We will give this away, and I will announce the winner later on in this very video here, but we are going to do their question in here. So, anyways, we've got a lot of questions, and Angie, you got off pretty easy. You'll be able to chime in on some of these questions, but nobody asked you really any
It's
detailed
so
questions.
funny that people can ask whatever they want, and they always ask you wrestling.
They asked me about action figures and stuff, which I think we know what brings people to the dance. That's one of the reasons I'm a 10, Angie, because people watch for me. You're just here. You're just here for, I would say eye candy, but a 7? Is that real eye candy? I don't know, Angie. I don't know.
Mid.
Nobody's asking you questions. Maybe next time you'll get some more questions for you. But let's go here, Angie. You can chime in where you go from
Do you
there.
need me to read the questions, or
I figured I would read through them here.
okay.
Unless you want to read them all.
Okay, that's gonna be a lot of talking for to you.
I know. It was
Okay.
about 50 questions. I didn't know if you
All
want
right,
to
just
read
roll.
them.
I'll just stand here and look mid.
Mid. Eric Hutton 3669, another great episode. Question for both of you: what would be your fantasy concert? Could be anyone or groups dead or alive. Mine would be Elvis Presley, that is. Or I think Eric Hutton's a real one, much like myself being a real one. He's choosing Elvis Costello, of course, with the attractions once upon a time. Pump it up, am I right? No? Okay.
Sure.
I think he meant Elvis Costello, but he could have meant Presley, but there's only one Elvis around here.
I feel like you'd say Costello if you were met him.
I would like to see Elvis Costello. I was going to go one night and Angie didn't want to go.
I feel like he meant regular Elvis.
I'm guessing too. But Angie, what would be your fantasy concert? Air Supply?
The only concert I regret not going to is the Eras tour of Taylor Swift.
Hard miss on you.
But if it was like people that were like, it was super old, maybe like to be able to go to like Woodstock or something. Something crazy.
Now, you saw Taylor Swift though.
Yeah, but like on her Speak Now tour in like
You still
15
saw her.
years ago.
Like, I guess that tells you how much music you don't listen to if that's what you're looking for. Because like, there's a lot of bands I've seen. I've seen tons of them, but if I'm picking a band for a fantasy concert, as much as I'd like to say, oh, I'd have to be Motorhead one last time, I'd probably choose a band I've never seen before. But I like a lot more groups and bands than you do, so
Yeah.
it sees fit. So maybe there will be a chance for the Era Part 2 tour, because you know in like 20 years she's going to redo it. She's going to do the whole thing. You know it's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know if I can stand through it all, but we'll see what happens. We'll see.
It's a 3.5 hour concert.
Well, I've seen those before. We're going to see one this summer when we go to Rush, and that would be one of my fantasy concerts. Yes, it's not exactly Rush. Neil's dead, as we do know, but John Rutsey wasn't there either, and I like John Rutsey on drums on the first album, too.
I feel like I need to get cozy for this.
You're settle in, but mine would have to be, it's an easy layup for me pretty much here, but it would have to be probably the Beatles. It's a very easy answer. Most of us have never seen the Beatles.
That's a good one.
I would even take George Harrison's solo tour, 1974. Oh, baby, George Harrison's my favorite by far, but it'd probably be the Beatles. Now, I don't know. I like all eras of the Beatles, even the early Beatles stuff, but I don't know if I'd want to be at that concert with all the screaming girls and all that kind of stuff. I guess I would have liked to have been on the rooftop concert down on the street checking that out. I think that's where I would have liked to have been. But
What about Dio? You never got to see Dio either.
I never got to see Ronnie James Dio, and that's my own fault. That's my own fault. There was one chance I had at the Surf Ballroom where Buddy Holly died not too far from there. I had a chance, but I had college. No good college getting in the way of a lot of things.
School.
All right, next up, Angie, at Befol? B-F-O-L-H. Probably Swedish, maybe.
Beautiful.
Question for you, Kyle. In all your experience in the bread and food industry, can you explain why hot dogs and hot dog buns don't come packaged in the same numbers? I think I do know that answer. I'm trying to think. I remember I asked this question when I first
Do you not get 8 and 8?
No.
How many hot dogs
You
come
get
in?
8 in a hot dog bun, and you get 10 in the hot dogs. And it comes down, it feels simple, but in the simpleness of it, it makes it confusing, because at the end of the day, you got your bread guys over in that corner, you got your meat cutters back in that corner, and everybody goes by a pound. That's, okay, I want a pound of beef, I want a pound of this, a pound of that. It's pretty much a uniform measurement. Well, 8-pack pound of hot dog buns, or 8-count pack of hot dog buns is 1 pound. 10 hot dogs is a pound. Simple as that. So it's butcher's getting a pound, bread's getting a pound.
It's perfect for me because I don't use the bun.
You go straight in. I like to use the
mustard.
bun. I like a little hot dog in the bun every once in a while. Every once in a while.
In your bun?
No, not mine.
Hot dog in yours.
I'm talking about you. I'll explain it to you later. I'll show you. I'll draw you a map. But, Angie, here's the thing. Now, they have tried this in the past. There's another thing, too, is like, you can't buy, in most areas, you can't buy foot-long hot dog buns. They're just regular, and people want that. So every once in a while, you get that. There's been some joke, like, limited edition releases of 10-count hot dog buns in the past. But the problem with that is it feels like it'd be easy. We'll put 2 more buns in there. It's not that easy. When
All the facings are all messed up.
You mess up the facings, of course, Angie. That's your bread. Look at you. Your planogram knowledge right there. So it messes up facings on the shelf. That is for sure. So you have to redo a lot of planograms in a whole bread section. On top of that, it is very cost prohibitive to do at the bakery for where the buns go through, because they have bakery trays with the dough shoots in there and then it goes through the baking conveyor belts. It's a wild thing. It's like a huge roller coaster up in the ceiling. It's awesome to see. But the problem is those pans, the buns are made, they're very, like $2,000 a pan. Then you got the plates. It would be a lot of expense to do that.
Bruh.
And as we see in food, everything's decreasing in size, not going up. So it's a weird thing, but it's not as complex as it seems to be.
Just you get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
They're
literally the 2 cheapest items like you can buy. It's hot dogs and buns.
That's true. That's true. So that's the answer to that one there. Next up, we got Penny Rooster Reviews. Shout out to Penny Rooster Reviews. My question for you is, what is your favorite memory of being parents? I'm about to have 2 teenagers next year, and here as of late, I've been thinking about all the little funny things they used to do. So, Angie, what is your favorite memory of being a parent?
Just probably when they were born.
Oh,
And then seeing Elle like be a big sister. That was so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to see them interact and fun to see them be friends with each other.
But now it's the fun. I mean, they're like best friends.
Yeah, so that's nice to see them as friends. They always got each other. I could see those two like getting an apartment together like one day, which would be weird to me because never in a million years would I get an apartment with my sister.
Yeah.
Did you get an apartment with your sisters?
I mean, I wouldn't. I would now, I guess. Like, not now.
She's moving out.
That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean? Like, the relationship we have now.
Okay.
But we weren't close like that. Like, super close like they are.
Yeah, and my favorite memories is probably just, especially when they were really young and they were into like everything I liked. Like, hey, Elle, Night Demon's playing at the little show here. You want to go? And she would be all about going to all the heavy metal shows with me. Bring her a little pink headphone. She'd be rocking out. She would go to all those. Wrestling. Whenever WWE came through town, she was always good to go. She's like, yep, we're going. And I'm going to wear my Bailey shirt. I'm going to wear my Bianca shirt. I'm going to make a sign. There was just a lot of fun time with that where they were interested in going. And now it's like, hey, you guys want to go to Target with me? No. It's like they don't want to do
Unless you're buying them K-pop.
Yeah, so they don't want to do any of that stuff. So that was the funnest time. So maybe, it's the ebbs and flows of life, Angie. It's like a river. No river's just straight. It turns and curls and moves back and forth. And right now they don't want anything to do with me. They hang out with you more than me. I'm pretty much a loner. Me and my 3 dogs, we're just living our own pack life. And sometimes we get some food put below the door into the basement from time to time. So
Good Lord.
Is that it for you?
I think so.
Okay, that's it for Angie. Next up, the Havoc Show Animations. Question: if you could have multiple of a figure in your collection, which figure would it be? For me, mine would be the Ultimate RVD. So I have way too many multiples of same characters already. So, but if I had to choose only one, it would easily be the Ultimate Warrior
I was
for
just
me.
going to say, can't have too many warriors.
What would it be for you, Angie?
Oh, God.
Nothing. She just wants one and done. That's for sure.
I just need a little blush in every color.
A little blush and lipstick, and what about toenail polish and all that?
Oh, that's true. That's probably my worst.
Okay, next question here. Agent Orange 1111 or 1162.
My dad knew about that.
Agent Orange. Angie's
I put him in the grave.
Angie's dad got hit with in Vietnam. He was taking a lot of lives in old Nam. And
it's funny, until he died, I had no idea what Agent Orange was.
Yeah, he knew all about it. And there's a great
God.
song by Sodom. You like Sodom?
I don't know Sodom.
Well, I'll show you later. But
Sodom was
they have a song about Agent Orange. It's a classic. But
oh my God.
Why don't you collect Transformers? It seems like that would be right up your alley.
Bruh.
Yeah, I do collect
Get on board.
Transformers.
I know you do. They're in your office.
Yeah, I do collect Transformers. Now, I always say on the channel, Transformers is very frustrating to me because I can't get them to complete a line of what I want in my brain. It's always like, Optimus will be this tall, where Bumblebee should be down here, and then all of a sudden they make a Bumblebee right here. It's just the scaling's all over the place, the retread, the restarts. It's been very difficult, and I've dived out of it so many times in my life. I'm slowly picking some up again, but I'm still confused. Good friend of the channel, Midwest Professional Wrestling legend Gage Octane, is my Transformers guru. That's his #1 collection, so whenever I have questions, I always go to him. But it's a very difficult line to collect. Now, I don't like to review Transformers. I maybe did one review once upon a time. Nobody wants to see me for 2 hours trying to transform this Transformer. When I was a little kid, you could do it just very easily on your own. Now they're too complex, and it's just not for me. And I'm not a hand model channel. There's a lot of people that
Get close-ups,
they love the close-up, the hand model channels. That's not my channel. There's people that got fetishes for hands. I get it.
You have nice hands.
I mean, it's great, but that's not what this channel is, or this podcast, whatever it is. It's
You're
more
like,
about
here to see this.
it's more about Kyle giving you the news with some funny stories, and the action figures are seconds, is what it is over here. And a lot of people have said, Kyle, you need to change that. And no, I'm not going to change that. But I do like Transformers, but they frustrate me. That's the most frustrating action figure line for me, that's for sure. Dashing Dalton 94, Dalton, our old friend Dalton, of course, from Roadhouse, or a merchandiser, or Darren Dalton from the Philadelphia Phillies. What's your favorite figure in your collection of all time? And secondary question, what is your favorite wrestling memory as a young Kyle? Angie, can you answer these?
Is it your warrior statue?
Nope. It is my Ultimate Warrior LJN figure from when I was a child. So that is easily my favorite figure in my collection of all time.
We always discuss this. Like, what do you need me? What do you want to grab if there's a fire?
She'll never grab it. She'll grab this. I grabbed this Svengoolie figure for you. That's what I grabbed. I figured that was what you wanted, so that's the one I did grab.
No, you got to grab it. I'm grabbing the Social Security cards and birth certificates.
Oh, let those burn. And your second question, what is your favorite wrestling memory as a young Kyle? Angie, do you have a favorite wrestling memory?
No.
No, she does not at all. I do, obviously.
Warrior
WrestleMania 6.
The Warrior.
Warrior Hogan. WrestleMania 6, I'll never forget it. I told you. I was raring to go. I've never wanted to go to school so bad in my life as I did the Monday after WrestleMania 6 when I got to give it to everybody because I was the only one, it seemed like in the whole school, that believed in the power of the Ultimate Warrior. And I was right. And it was ready to rub their noses.
You were just fighting everybody on Friday.
I was rubbing. It was angry. It was very, very hard times. But anyways.
Oh my gosh.
All right. At Hip Pointer 6759, what has changed for the better collecting action figures in 2025?
Not the tariffs.
Not a lot. Tariffs hurt it. Price increases hurt it. Some favorite toy lines disappearing. Some toy companies. It was a rough year, I felt, as a whole in 2025. The one thing that was for the better, I guess, is more accessibility to team members of toy lines, more interaction with companies. It seems like with social media and everything else, there's more interaction than ever. Live streams, there's all kinds of stuff keeping you abreast of things. But at the hard times, it's hard to stay abreast every once in a while, Angie. You guys know how that is. And I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where 2026 go. I wouldn't say 2025 was a banner year, though. Do you agree with all that?
Totally.
Totally agree. Okay, there it is. This one comes to us from Kyrex Tina, K-H-R-Y-X Tina. My question for you guys is, out of all the Supreme AEW figures, which is your favorite?
Girl.
Can you tell us what your favorite Supreme AEW figure is?
No, I don't.
Do you know what an AEW Supreme figure is? She doesn't even know. I've heard this was your favorite.
Oh, duh. Yep.
That's your favorite. I've heard that. So there you go. Win it on Patreon, Angie. Sign up for a membership. For me, it would probably be the Sting one. I'm a little Stinger, so the Sting Supreme. Not a lot of Supreme figures, though. It would be Sting, and then probably that Will Ospreay. This is a great figure. So those are my two. But then it also says, which is your favorite WWE Ultimate figure? Out of those two, which is your favorite? Well, it's going to be the Ultimate because it's the Ultimate Warrior. Probably WrestleMania 6, Ultimate Warrior. So Warrior always wins for me. Terry Funk one's good too, though, so that's tough, but there it is. Dale Cooper, 1101. How long do you think it'll be before we start getting retros in the style of Jazz Classic Superstars? Probably never, is my guess there. The major Collect Major group, they were looking at doing those and apparently decided against it, which is a shame. I would love to see somebody step up to that and make a modern-day Classic Superstars line. I just don't see it happening. I don't think there's enough people that long for those days like they do the Hasbros, the LJNs, even the Bone Crunchers. It was a weird time because it was the start of wrestling figures being very collectible. So I don't know, for whatever reason with that, it's like it wasn't... I feel like the Classic Superstars, there's always going to be some people that did, but the majority of people that collected Classic Superstars probably left them in the packaging or were adult collectors at the time. The kids weren't buying a lot of Classic Superstars. And I think that hurts in this day for people having nostalgia for them, because Classic Superstars was like 2004 to 2010. Adult collectors were collecting that more at the time, or young guys like myself at the time. It wasn't the little kids. So I think that is the mess up with that one there.
Is that your black ones hanging on the walls?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if we'll ever see that happen. So we'll see. Slim Jim 2114 asks, think we might get a Skinner figure that spits tobacco juice at some point.
That's crazy.
Angie, you think we'll ever get that?
No, it's gross.
I don't think we'll ever get that. I'm not sure we'll ever get a Skinner figure ever. I think there's a better chance to get a Skinner figure that spits tobacco juice.
You should make that, Slim Jim.
Maybe. Yeah, he should have to. But I think we have a better chance of getting a Skinner figure than one that ever spits. That's for sure. And Angie.
That's wild.
Yeah, you never spit, ever. I don't think I've ever seen you spit.
No.
No, never. Okay.
I need that extra protein.
You do. Wild SMFW, rocking the Zach Wild here. Question, if you could have one piece of wrestling memorabilia, what would it be? Mine would be Man Mountain Rock's WWE logo guitar. That's an interesting deep cut there. Is there anything you would like, Angie, for wrestling memorabilia if you could have it in your collection? Like Trish Stratus's bras and panties.
Maybe like an authentic belt or something would be cool to have.
Okay, well, we got some of those around here. I can help you with that. For me, it would have to be like Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 6 gear, or his tassels, or his boots, or something. Heck, any kind of really Ultimate Warrior ring-worn stuff. And I remember when there was that TV show on A&E, like Forgotten Treasures, Angie yawning. There was Forgotten Treasures or whatever. They reached out to me and said, hey, we know you're an Ultimate Warrior guy. Do you have any limited edition stuff? I'm like, no, I don't have any of his ring gear. And I was like, man, I could have been on the show if I had it. But they reached out, and I don't have any of that stuff. And not a lot of that ever went up for sale, unfortunately, or fortunately, either how you look at it. Next up here, RSRG Entertainment. Question for the podcast. Does the excitement of owning a figure stay with you after you have opened and displayed it? The reason I ask is I sometimes feel the hunt for the figure is more fun than owning the figure itself, especially the more my collection grows. Was wondering if you felt the same way. For me, it is a long process of satisfaction, Angie, is what it is. So I enjoy it when the Hasbro team announces a new figure and you get to see the stream and you get to see the early rendition, the renders. I enjoy that aspect. I enjoy it when they get the final renders out for the pre-orders and it goes up for pre-order. I enjoy that aspect. I enjoy when the figure shows up at the door or I find it at the stores. I enjoy that. I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy when it comes out. I enjoy the unboxing of it. I enjoy taking the pictures of it and looking at it and putting it through its paces. I enjoy grabbing the action figure after that and deciding where I'm going to put it in my collection, how I'm going to pose it, what shelf it's going to go on. I enjoy that. And then I probably get the least amount of enjoyment of looking at it later down the line. Now, I see it, and I walk through it, and I look at my collection, and I pair things and stuff. But after that whole process to the final review, putting it away, that's the meat and potatoes of it. But I do enjoy it, and obviously there's some figures that you enjoy forever that you always come back to, you always look at.
Every once in a while, they'll catch your eye from the couch, and you're like,
yeah,
that's my boy.
Give one of those. Give one of those. So I enjoy it a lot, but yeah, I do. I enjoy the whole process of it. It's kind of like the same thing when like a new Motorhead CD came back out in the day. It's like I love it when they announce it. I love when the track listing. I love when they give us the
anticipation.
Song. I love it. I love it.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. So there you go. Metal Greg, New York 75. Hi, Angie and Kyle. My question to ask you to enter the giveaway is this. Out of all the Christmases you celebrated, what was the best gift you ever received? Also, has there ever been a Christmas gift you got that you were excited for but turned out to be a dud?
Oh, God.
What's the greatest gift you ever got? Easy for me. I can do it all day long.
Just you.
Just me. It was a Christmas gift, kind of.
Yeah.
Remember that Christmas we first met around Thanksgiving? And then I surprised you on Christmas or something like that? Or what was it?
Oh, when you came and saw me when I was sad.
You were sad. She was all alone on Christmas.
Yeah.
Not for long.
That was cute.
It was cute.
It was so cute.
It was cute. Forever in our hearts. Something like that. But anything that you can think of you asked for as a kid that you wanted that you got, you were never one that like really wanted stuff. You probably just got, okay, I needed some new shirts or I needed a pair of shoes.
Yeah, I never got anything like exciting. It was all like...
Oh, well, you know what my greatest gift is that'll never be topped? The G.I. Joe aircraft carrier 1987. Or Christmas 86 is what it was, technically going into 87. I'll never forget.
You peaked early.
No, I did not.
Oh.
I had no idea. And my dad actually...
No, like that your gift of a lifetime peaked at a young age.
That's true. Some people say
Not
that.
you peaked.
Some say 1986 was my best year. Some may say that. But I'll never forget getting that aircraft carrier. I'll never forget that year of being so disappointed looking under the Christmas tree with just 2 G.I. Joe guys, and my sister got so many things, and I had nothing. And I knew I'd been bad that year. And I sat there just like an emotional wreck on the couch. And my dad, bless his heart, I would have done the same thing, let me just stew in it for hours. And then finally I sulked down to the basement where all my toys were, and I went down there, and there was the aircraft carrier.
That's cute.
It was probably 75% put together. Now, my dad and I did do a video on my YouTube channel. Search Kyle Peterson aircraft carrier gift, something like that. You can see my dad and I walk through the whole history of that Christmas. But I remember just being blown away by that. And obviously, my dad's like, Kyle, you would go to bed at like 10 o'clock and you'd be up by like 11 o'clock wanting to open presents. So he had a really difficult time trying to get this thing together in that short window of time. So he had to leave a note from Santa saying, we're going to finish this later. Your dad said he would finish it for you later.
Your poor dad was exhausted.
Yes. Christmas gift that you got they were excited for but turned out to be a dud? Not really. I mean, when you're a kid, you get socks or shoes or something like that. Like, I hated that as a kid. I hated getting T-shirts and stuff. I felt like I should never get that for Christmas. Like, I don't want socks. I don't want underwear. Like, anything like that. You would get those boxes from, like, JCPenney's or Sears. You know what I'm talking about? Those, like, rectangle boxes that have clothes in them.
Oh, yeah.
You would see those under the Christmas tree.
Like,
and your heart would
not
just
a
sink.
shirt.
Like, I don't want a shirt. That's not what I want. This isn't what Christmas is about, giving me shirts and stuff. That's exactly how I felt as a little kid. And sometimes I get surprised there'd be like a G.I. Joe guys in there or something, but a lot of times it would be like, oh, here's a nice button-down flannel you can wear. And I'm like, oh, man, come on. What are we doing here? So there we go. Oh my God. Carlos WQ2BR. Hey, Kyle and Angie. I started collecting figures after already married, and my wife sort of hates it, specifically the clutter. But she's still going along for the ride. You like the ride. That's your favorite part is the ride, I think. How and when did you tell Angie about your collection? How did she react? Also, Angie, have you ever felt like it's too much? Love the channels and podcast. Keep it up, Carlos. Now, when did you tell Angie about your collection? Well, my collection wasn't quite like this when we first started. It was
like a CD collection when we first started.
Huge CD collection, and I had action figures, just nothing like this. And I would dabble and pick up the action figures over time. But then Classic Superstars came out, and G.I. Joe 25th Anniversary came out, and that was what really jumped me back into the madness here. I started getting the figure of the month from the G.I. Joe Club, the 25th Anniversary stuff, and then Classic Superstars. And it snowballed from there to where we are here today. So, Angie, in some ways, you could say you grew with the collection.
Yes.
So there you go. So
it's never bothered me though.
It's not like it's you walk into the madness or whatever, into the mouth of the
madness. It's the worst it's ever been right now because it's starting to like come out from the basement, and now it's like in your office, in the front room, it's everywhere.
What else are you gonna do with these rooms?
It's sprinkled all over the house at this point. It's even in her bedroom. You have something else.
Oh, that Pee Wee Herman figure. We know what you're
doing.
No,
that Iron Maiden statue.
Oh yeah, that statue. But that's funny because that huge bust of Eddie is staring out the window. So, anyways, Angie, have you felt like it's too much? I guess yes at times, but Angie says it's what it is. But
I just don't like the clutter.
What would we do with all these rooms? Like nobody would ever be in them.
Well, we could have a nice dining room.
Yeah, but we had one for 100 years and nobody ever went in there. Nobody went in there.
It was an arts and craft room.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a sewing room soon, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Love the channels and podcasts. Keep it up, Angie.
Thanks.
I never have trouble keeping it up. J Kennedy 8153. What's your favorite wrestling event of all time? Can be in person or just one you watched. I already talked about this a little bit.
What's your favorite one in person, though?
I'll get there. WrestleMania 6, obviously the greatest of all time, but goes back to two different questions here. The one I watched in person that I was there for was 2019 Survivor Series weekend. Elle and I went to Chicago. We went to SmackDown. We went to the NXT pay-per-view. We went to Survivor Series. Then we went to Raw the next night. Went to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast live show. We went to toy stores. We went to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. We went to
what was the sign she made for that? Something about bro or something?
Yeah, she made a sign for Well, what did it say? Woo 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 or something like that?
I said something about bro on it.
Oh, Major Bro. I don't know. She made a big sign for the Major Brothers. And then at Raw, they were there like as lumberjacks, and they were nice enough. They saw the sign. Matt Cardona pointed to L, and then Matt had his dog tags, and he threw them to L.
Oh.
Which was very nice of Matt Cardona to do.
Cute.
But yeah, it was that Survivor Series weekend with my daughter.
It's weird to think that started before YouTube.
Yeah,
like that was before you started YouTube. That's weird.
That was before that. But yeah, Elle and I went there to Chicago, spent a whole weekend in the hotels and stuff, and that was when Elle was loving wrestling, so you can imagine a little kid. I would have been even more crazy than she was, but we got the like 5-show pass thing, so we got the souvenir chairs we got to take back. We got those in the basement here. We were in like row 2, so all those shows from 2019, you can see me and Elle in the audience right on the camera side in like row 2 or whatever it is. And I remember Elle, right outside of the Rosemont Horizon, the Allstate Arena now, there was a Steak and Shake. And we went there, and we went there after Survivor Series late at night, and she thought it was the greatest chicken she'd ever had in her life, and we ended up going to Steak and Shake like 3 times that weekend because she just thought it was the greatest thing ever.
Now we never go to the one.
And she was like 6 years old at the time, but
we always forget to go.
Yeah, so that was for sure, just because the memories of Elle enjoying it and me getting to go. I'd never been to a pay-per-view before. I'd always wanted to go to a wrestling pay-per-view. Finally went in 2019, so that was quite the time for sure. PM Gerard, question: do you find yourself narrowing down what you keep in unexpected ways? You review almost everything. Does any particular piece make you go back and buy or sell off a collection? Angie? No. No, but for me, rarely sell off a collection. There's probably been an example I can't think of quick, but I've had points where I've been like, I'm just going to get this one figure. I'm going to dabble. I'm not going to be a completionist. And I love that figure so much. I thought it was so cool. It snowballed into getting more of them.
Mm-hmm. What about a collection so bad that you were like, I'm done after this. I can't buy no more of these.
I mean, Transformers. I had some frustrations with Transformers and some of the sizing, so I bailed out of that. Mattel, the Elite line is one. I'm just going to buy Ultimate Warrior. I'm just going to get Ultimate Warrior Terry Funks. Okay, now I'm going to get Demolition and some of the other Legends. Now I'm only going to buy Legends, and then it snowballed into let's get every single one that is ever released. So you see some of that from time to time as well. So it's a dangerous game, especially around here.
To be a completist?
It's a dangerous game. I don't recommend it for anyone. Dinglenut8845, Angie. What do you think about Dinglenuts?
That's cute.
Question for you. In your current stage of life, how critical of an injury would come if you were to slip and fall like you did constantly as a little kid?
Oh, God.
And for years,
wheelchair.
I remember my teen years, I don't know how many times I fell down the stairs at my house. And I would always jump down the stairs, which I'm sure was super annoying to everybody.
I kind of remember you doing that like when we were together.
I did,
You would like fly down the stairs like that.
It's so weird. Like, until recently, I don't fly down the stairs anymore because of my bad back. But I fly up the stairs sometimes, and I fall up the stairs more than I fall down the stairs, which is very strange. It's more embarrassing to fall up the stairs than down, but I just fell up the
safer,
stairs.
but more embarrassing.
It's weird. Like, how did I fall up the stairs? Like, you can't walk straight ahead. It's just
I hardly ever fall on the stairs, but I don't wear socks. I think the socks get you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I got good grip. Long toes.
Yeah, she's got those long monkey toes that just grip on the stuff. I'll say, Angie, can you hand me the remote? She'll reach over.
I'll climb the wall.
Like a young Todd McFarlane with her toes, and she'll grab those. But probably, how critical an injury would come if you were to slip and fall? You did constantly a little kid. Obviously, I'd be a paraplegic.
You would be in a wheelchair.
I'd obviously be in a wheelchair.
I'd be fine.
And one of these days, we're going to tell the story about Elle falling down the stairs, and we'll talk that story when she was little. That'd be a good story for time with Kyle.
Oh, God.
That was bad news.
Yeah.
It was way better than it should have been, but it was quite the story.
I fell down the stairs when I was pregnant with her.
That's right. I didn't mean to push you, but I wanted a way out of this.
I had freshly lotion greased up feet.
And you fell down the stairs.
And I slipped and went duh-duh-duh-duh-duh. Luckily, I was on my butt and just went duh-duh-duh.
But it was bad news.
But I was scared. I called the doctor. I was scared.
And the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed, is what he said. That's what the doctor said. Wild times. And I think that might be it. Nope, we got one more. Last question, Angie. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Comes from good friend of the channel, longtime viewer of the YouTube and the podcast, Jonathan Hodap, 8735. My question is, what is the greatest wrestling match you remember that is not in an Ultimate Warrior match? So the second greatest match you've ever seen. So kudos to Jonathan, knowing that I would say an Ultimate Warrior match. I would have went to WrestleMania 6. However, I will say tied for that match. Now, that match was just because of, obviously, I was a huge Warrior guy. It was a huge, huge match.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also about the environment I was in with all the Hogan fans and everything else. But around that same time, there was a Clash of Champions match once upon a time where I was so fired up for Ric Flair versus Terry Funk, Clash of Champions, I Quit match. Possibly my favorite match of all time. Of course, Terry Funk stole my heart in that run. I never looked back. I absolutely loved what Terry Funk was doing. I've always loved Ric Flair. So that was barking up the right tree for me. I really, really enjoyed that match, and I'll never forget that night. And we'll tell that story here on the podcast. I told it on the YouTube in the past, but long story short, we went to a pizza dinner with my whole family, and the Clash of Champions show started at 7 till like 10 o'clock or whatever. And I wanted to be home at 7 because that might go on first, Dad. It might go first, which obviously it would be the main event. It's going to be the last one. But I was so worried I was going to miss a second of the Clash of Champions. I ate one slice of pizza. I said, Dad, I can't be at this dinner anymore. I have to leave. And I sprinted out of the arena. I sprinted out of the restaurant, and I ran all the way home. There was a bike path that attached to the restaurant, and I could follow that whole bike path home. Like, when you're a kid, you know the streets like the back of your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere. And I sprinted the whole way home. Had to have been like 1.5 miles, 2 miles probably, at least. But I didn't want to miss a second of that match, and obviously I didn't have to watch the whole card, but I'll never forget that. That was one of the all-time greats that I ever dealt with. So that would be it. Angie, what's your greatest wrestling match ever? The one we did a couple of days ago?
The ones we do together.
The one we did a couple of days ago? That was wild. That was wild. Stuffed you like a turkey. That's what I did. But here we go. It's time to give this one away, Angie. And who is the winner? Read it right there.
Oh, is that it?
That's the winner.
All right. Metal Greg, NY75.
Metal Greg, longtime viewer of the podcast, longtime viewer of the YouTube. He has won the golf cart giveaway. Metal Greg, enjoy this. Open it if you want. I think it looks better unopened, personally.
Yeah.
Personally, I kind of wish I would have had one of these for my mid-on card collection. There's still a chance I could buy another one. But I'm giving these away. I got a lot of free stuff from McFarlane and Jazzwares, and I'm giving it away to the people, Angie. That's what I'm doing. Get it out of your house. Get it out of here.
Get out of here.
So, Metal Greg, I will reach out for your address, and I will ship this your way. So there it is, Angie. That is the Q&A. We'll do it again sometime in 2026, I am sure. But stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have a ton more giveaways on the Instagram, the X's, the podcast, everything in all points in between. So there it is, Angie. Now we got one final way. Angie, what did we learn today?
Oh, so much.
We learned so much today. What did we learn? Can you give us a little peek under the tent? We just did a few segments this week.
So much. Lemmy.
Yep, Lemmy died, unfortunately.
Christmas.
Can't forget it. It seemed like it was just last week.
Lots of questions.
Lots
of
questions.
Wrestling. Lots of wrestling.
Not a lot of questions for Angie this week, which is probably good because she's not very well filtered sometimes. So we probably don't want to give Angie all of her details.
You'd think that's why they would want to ask me.
I don't know. You don't have to check those questions first before we get too crazy. But anything else we learned this week? Anything else you tried?
Cookies.
You tried some cookies.
That's all I got.
That's all she's got. She's going on a trip here in 2 days as we're filming this.
So
we're going to miss you. So, Angie, good luck on your trip. Keep it between the lines, as they say.
I don't have to drive.
She doesn't have to drive? Okay. Well,
Passenger princess.
Passenger princess. That's how she likes it. There you go. So, there it is, our final episode of 2025. Angie, how was this year for you?
Good.
If you had to rank all your 22 years on this planet, how would you rank this year?
Best one yet.
It's your best
Every year is the best one yet.
Everyone gets better and better. I'd say it was a down year for me. I don't know if you noticed
it was a rough year.
I got cancer this year. I don't know if
it actually has been a rough year.
It's been a rough year for me. Angie's best year. She said, I almost got you out of there. I almost retired. She was so close to that settlement, of course. Life insurance policies and 401k cash outs. You were about ready to live the dream.
Oh, my God.
Maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's always next year.
But a rough year. Hopefully 2026 is better for all of us, Angie. And next year, it's going to be an interesting one. It's the 6th year of the YouTube channel. Can we hit 60,000 subscribers? Have you subscribed yet? If not, what are you doing?
Talking to me.
You should subscribe too. That would help. I have 2 channels too. But make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channels. Follow me on the X, SirPaul64. Don't forget the _Kyle _Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and TikTok. Can't follow Angie anywhere. She's hiding out in the social media, of course, as you know. But check out that. Subscribe to this. Check out Patreon, YouTube channel memberships to support the channel, to support Angie in her trip to Arkansas. It means a lot to her. It means a
down
lot
there.
to her.
We're expensive down there.
She's jumpy. She's jumpy. But there it is. That is episode number 40. Angie, this is where you shine outside of the food. You got to give a special goodbye to everybody. Make it good for the end of 2025. The last time. This could be the last time.
I feel like I need a sparkler. Should we get a sparkler?
It's too late for that. You don't have time. But Angie, if something happens in Arkansas, the backwoods of Arkansas, this could be the last time you ever see these people. Or you ever be seen again. So you better make it good, Angie. Now's your time. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye. Bye.
That's what you got. That's all you get. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
Happy New Year.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?